What's going on, gardeners? On today's 2-minute garden tip, I'm going to show you the plant that they told me I would never be able to grow here in North Carolina because it's way too cold. Well, they were wrong, and I can't wait to share it with you. And that tree is the Cara Cara red navel orange. Yes, it is possible to grow some really cold hardy varieties of citrus here on the southeastern coast of North Carolina, like satsumas and kumquats with protection, as well as some hybrids that don't necessarily taste all that good. But everybody said there's no way I would be able to grow a navel orange in ground here because they're only hardy to around zone 9A, 9B, and temperatures in the low 20s will start to damage them, while temperatures in the teens can outright kill them. Well, this tree has been through numerous nights in the teens. We got down to 16 degrees this year and 14 degrees last year, and the tree sailed through it, and I'm going to show you how. These drums are old 60-gallon pickle barrels that were used to ship pickles across the ocean, and some stores like to repurpose these. I'm able to get these from a local hardware store for about 25 bucks each. You can also find them really easily, sometimes for free, on Craigslist if you're willing to go pick them up. Basically, they act as a radiative heater. Because they're black and they're full of 60 gallons of water, they sit in the sun all day, and the sun heats them up, and then it radiates that heat at night. So when I simply cover them up with this agricultural fabric, when I know the nights are going to freeze, that provides a tremendous amount of protection to all of these trees. Then I secure this agricultural fabric with bricks so it doesn't blow off. With just this agricultural fabric over it, I've been able to keep the citrus trees above freezing when it drops as low as about 24, 25 degrees Fahrenheit. When we get our annual minimums, and I know it's going to be in the low 20s or the teens, all I do is I throw an additional large green frost blanket over it, and when I double up, I'm able to keep these in the upper 20s even when it falls all the way down to around 15 degrees or so, and none of these trees will take damage in the upper 20s. So it's completely foolproof. Even if we get our absolute worst annual minimum, the trees do not take any damage, and that is as little 1 and 2 year old transplants right here. They're only going to get more and more cold hardy as they mature. What makes a lot of this possible is all of these trees are grafted onto trifoliate rootstock, which will dwarf the trees, and they'll only be about 5 or 6 feet tall when completely mature, so that makes them very easy to cover. This satsuma tree right here is grafted to the same trifoliate rootstock, and this is its mature height. It's been in ground for 5 years now. I must have gotten over 100 pounds of fruit off of this tree last year alone, and it has thousands of blooms on it. So that's how easy it is to manage these trees. Now we get to make our first harvest off of our second year tree, and again, always make sure to use shears when pruning off citrus so you don't tear the skin. And here is our beautiful Cara Cara red navel orange that we just harvested, and I can't wait to cut into this. Ooh, that looks absolutely beautiful. It has that wonderful red interior, just like from the grocery store, but it smells nothing like from the grocery store. This is fresh. And now for the taste test. Oh, wow. This is absolutely incredible. Perfectly seedless fruit. This is unbelievable. This is like candy off the tree. I've been harvesting satsumas for a long time in my property, and I love satsumas. I've also been harvesting blood oranges for years as well. I have never had a piece of citrus this good out of my own yard, and that tree is just a baby, so I can't imagine what it's going to taste like once it matures. People told me I would not be able to grow that citrus here. Not only did I grow it, but it was easy. All I had to do was stick to a plan, and it was a piece of cake. And just like that, I had the best piece of citrus in my entire life. So don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do something. If you have a plan and you stick with it, you can make it happen. And that's today's 2-minute garden tip. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell to receive new video notifications, and check out our Amazon storefront and spread shop in the video description for a list of the gardening products I use and awesome custom designed apparel and other gear. Your support is greatly appreciated.